look what the storm brought in. The GX 550's gone. We got a 24 Tacoma TRD Pro in ice cap with the cockpit red interior. Dang. But let me know in the comment section what you guys want to see for the week that I have this Pro. I'm definitely gonna compare it to my 4th gen. It's a TRD off-road right there. So off-road versus Pro, which one's better? Talk about ride comfort, how these isodynamic seats are inside as a daily, right? Because it has manual recline right here, different kind of setup, no headrest that actually is able to go up. How I like the interior, how the hybrid performance actually is thus far. Talk about rear seat space since it has so much, right? With the ISO seats. One thing I realized too, because I was going to talk about storage, I can't seem to lift these seats up. But yeah, just comparing the Pro to mine. And what else do you guys want to see? This one also has the scene lights on it, the TRD exhaust that actually sounds pretty decent, automatic tailgate, the ARB bumper. Let me know in the comments, guys. And since this is a Tacoma hybrid, we're just gonna reset the MPG just to see what it is in the week of just having this as a daily. Man, look at this sea of freaking cars at my dealership. My HOA freaking loves me. So with the Tundra, I'm gonna be dropping it off at OCD Window Tinting and Wraps. We just got this Land Cruiser done, and I showed you guys pretty much the whole process of how they do it, how they check it. And I think that I want to duplicate the Land Cruiser on the Tundra here. So we're gonna do full ceramic with it because I did everything on the Land Cruiser and it's just so cool inside of there. I think I'm gonna do the same for this truck. The only thing that I may not do is the moonroof. And the reason for that is because this is just like a pretty thick material, and it's also a small piece of glass. But all these other windows in here are just absolutely massive. The front windshield, the side windows, even the big, huge ones back here. So I'm just gonna have them do all of them ceramic coat, and then when they're done, we'll go ahead and pick up the Tundra. But this is the before pretty much. I love having the windshields tinted too. It gives you some privacy for sure. I really, really like the heat rejection that it has. You can tell a massive difference by having the windshield tinted. And this GX right behind the Land Cruiser kind of gives you a good idea of to how the Land Cruiser was. You could see just straight in it and stuff too. And the heat that this GX had in it without having the ceramic tint on it was very, very apparent. Just pulled up to OCD Window Tinting and Wraps. Dang, so much better. So on the back two glasses, we did 70. The back glass, the one that rolls down facing the bed of the truck, actually measured in a bit lighter. So we put 55 on that to match it all. And then the front two windows, actually we were at 15. So we put 15 on the front two, 55 on the very back, 70 on the back windows for the back passengers, and then 55 again on the front windshield. Because when he measured it, the back glass actually came tinted, like the glass itself was tinted from Toyota, measuring at about 20, which was kind of crazy. The back, he said, measured at 30, and then the front was almost like non-existent, but it matches all pretty freaking well. A tiny bit darker than I would like it to be for it being a truck with how big it is, but man, at the same time, they knocked it out of the freaking park. Can have some privacy still with it, but if you really need to see in, like, you could still somewhat see in, which is nice. But very cool. Again, OCD Window Tinting and Wraps here in Fort Walton Beach. There's the number for you guys. I've taken all my vehicles here lately, so they're awesome. And then I just dropped the truck off last night with them. They texted me this morning. They're like, hey John, what do you want to do? I was like, probably the same as a Land Cruiser, but basically just match it. Not too dark, and not too light, basically, and they knocked it out of the park. It looks really good with the voodoo blue for sure. I feel like it just makes the paint pop just that much more, having darker glass like this. And it's 97 degrees outside, and that's pretty cool to the touch. The only one I didn't have them do was up here, like I was telling you guys, just because this is such a thick, cover. But yeah, aside from that, man, granted the truck is a little bit in the shade right now, but it is not like heat soaked really at all on the interior. Oh, and to update you guys, I definitely need to redo the steering wheel. I thought that the wheels were perfectly straight on the truck, and they weren't, and you know, the wheel was just a little bit cocked like this. I was like, oh, I'll just make sure that when I put this one on, it'll be good. It ain't. So I need to take the whole steering wheel off again and just reclock it to make sure that it's nice and straight. But I will tell you this, the feel of this leather on this steering wheel compared to that OEM one is night and day better. And we'll get some direct sunlight on it, got the flag flying, but man, look how much better this truck looks with window tint. Like I said, allowing the Voodoo Blue to just really pop, and I really do like the front windshield here too. This front windshield is a lot bigger on this second gen than it is on the third gen. All these freaking pine needles, man, I'm so sick of them. But dang, looks really freaking good, and I just love that all the heat is out of the truck. So the Pro will be fun this week, guys, but the Tundra is all nice and dialed. More modifications still coming for this truck. I appreciate you all watching, and I will catch you in the next one. All right, see you later.